now the national anthem of Antigua and Barbuda. And let's keep it going because it's now the national anthem of Jamaica. So there you have it, the national anthem of Jamaica. Welcome once again to our viewers on Flow Sports 1. This is day one of the Concacaf Caribbean Women's Qualifiers, and the Antiguans, the Antigua and Barbuda team in red and black. Jamaica, the host country for this round of competition, in gold and black. And they're wearing gold stockings, the Antiguans wearing red stockings. They're going across now to meet the officials, and shortly we'll give you the team news. But this should be a very, very good game, just like the first one was, where Trinidad and Tobago beat Cuba by 3-2. So we're all set. Just approaching 5 minutes past 6 o'clock local time. Once again, welcome wherever you are. And it's a lush green National Stadium field as we look at the Jamaican starting lineup. Sydney Schneider, Lawrence Silver, Chantel Swaby, Konya Plummer, Christina Chang, Chinny Luhasher, Marlo Sweatman, Khadija Shaw, Denisha Blackwood, and of course, Alison Swaby and Trudy Carter. The officials working today. Maurice Keat out of Guyana will be the one with the whistle, and assisted, of course, by Lydia Alia from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Catherine Seddon from Canada, and, of course, Lucille. And we're looking now at the Antigua and Barbuda starting lineup. Nikisha Samuel, Karen Warner, Nicholas Stewart, Ariane White, Davika Title, Keisha Samuel, Portia Davis, a star striker, Damani Simone Ponte, Jadine Brown, and it's completed, of course, by Brianna Humphrey and Khadijah Proctor. And the substitutes, and equal number of substitutes on the respective benches. And head coach for the Jamaica team is Hugh Menzies. The assistant, Lauren Donaldson, Andrew Price, also one of the assistant coaches as well. The coach for Antigua and Barbuda, Irvin Lewis. He's listed here as the goalkeeper coach, as the head coach is Vincent Samuel. The goalkeeper coach is Irvin Louis. And of course, those are the people who put the teams together and get them ready for battle. It's Jamaica versus Antigua and Barbuda here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. We should be on the way any moment now. The Jamaicans will kick from left to right of your screen, and obviously the Antiguans kicking in the opposite direction. The fans have turned out in decent numbers to support the Reggae Girls against the Benna Girls. The Benna Girls from Antigua and Barbuda. And as we go along, we'll just give you a bit on these two teams, how they got here, and so on and so forth. So standing over the ball is Damali Ponte, so number 9 from Antigua and Barbuda. So waiting on referee Skeet to signal the start of this game. And after the end of business tonight, there'll be 4 more match days. And we can give you the match days. It's going to be Monday of next week, Wednesday of next week, Friday of next week, and Sunday the following week. It comes to an end in September 2. We're on the way here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Right forward. They move the ball at pace, the Jamaicans. Fresh off their exploits at the CSE Games in Colombia. That first attack took them right the way through to the 18-yard area. The final pass wasn't the greatest. Have an opportunity to do it again. And again, didn't quite make the grade. Goalkeeper for Antigua and Barbuda, Keisha Samuel. And we saw a goalkeeper earlier today from Trinidad and Tobago, Keisha Forbes, wearing similar colors, neon green, just like what Samuel is wearing. And so get a feeling of the football, all of the Jamaican players getting a chance to get a touch of the ball. The Antiguans have found their way into the Jamaican area. Not a bad attempt at all there. Actually, it was a fantastic effort early in the piece. So Antigua firing the first shot in anger, despite the fact that Jamaica went down the left channel on 2 occasions and could have created some damage. They didn't. And the Jamaicans giving an early warning sign by the Antiguans. Here they come again, Jamaica. Breaking away in the area, kicked over. The referee, she points to the penalty spot. And very early in the piece, Jamaica has won itself a penalty. Approaching minute number 2. So a penalty for Jamaica. And going across is Christina to take it. Well, the player who was brought down was a star striker, Khadijah Shaw. And she leaves the honors to Christina, a defensive midfielder from Jamaica. 2 minutes, 17 seconds gone in the game. And the Jamaicans are looking to register early, to set the early tone, to set the early pace. Christina steps up and kicks into the back of the net. And Jamaica are on the mark. 2 minutes 32 of the game. And Jamaica leading by 1-0 already. But it was a tantalizing run down the left channel. Let's look at how Christina did it. On the roof of the net. Goalkeeper Samuel just moved for moving's sake. She had no chance at all. Jamaica on the board by 1-0. There's your goal scorer, Christina. Here they come again, the Jamaicans. Shaw. Trying to play in Trudy Carter. This Shaw. Early signs of wanting to take control of this game. Khadijah Shaw, she has the ability to really turn it on. And of course, Antigua and Barbuda will be looking to their captain, Portia Davis. And we'll tell you a bit more about her exploits as we go along, but it's a throw to Jamaica on the near side. Swaby with a throw. Shaw. So the Jamaicans, if you're joining us for the first time, sporting their gold tops. Antigua and Barbuda team in red and black. And another throw for Jamaica. This is Sweatman. In fact, it's a free kick to Jamaica. So it's Marlo Sweatman with the free kick. Headed towards goal. Samuel almost laboring across to stop that one. And it didn't really, shouldn't have posed the kind of problems that it eventually did. And she's given up a corner. And Jamaica with a corner. Total dominance early in the piece from the Jamaicans. And to strike this one is Lawrence Silva. Silva curling it towards goal. Samuels approaches. Missing all and sundry. Free kick to Antigua and Barbuda in the box. Samuel is down. Seemed to have been hurt in a clash there with one or two of her teammates around her, along with Khadijah Shaw from Jamaica. Let's have a look at this corner. Again, struck by Lawrence Silver. Was curling. And Samuel didn't know where she was. She took her eyes off the ball. In fact, almost turned her back on the ball. And the Jamaicans would have seen enough of this goalkeeper to know that she's worth having a go at. Here are the Antiguans looking to put some passes together as they look to keep all the marauding Jamaicans off them. Here they come again with Jamaica on the left channel. Let the ball go into touch. No, it didn't, says the assistant referee. And Shaw is onto it. Good cross, chance for 2-0. And Jamaica double their lead. Trudy Carter, the goal scorer. One of the easiest tap-ins she will ever have in her career. It was more than a tap-in for her, though. She put a bit of power behind it. And Khadija Shaw with the cross. Trudy Carter in an empty net doing the rest. 2-0 to Jamaica. So already, with less than 7 minutes gone in the game, Jamaica leading by 2-0 on their own patch. Here's a goal scorer, Carter, and the provider, Khadija Shaw. Carter, will she get a good cross in? Yes, she did. The Antigans, though, equal to the task. The Antigans, we must tell you, won their group in the opening round of the qualifiers at the Antigua Recreation Ground. They managed to get past Curacao by 3-0. St. Vincent and the Grenadines were beaten 1-0. And they defeated St. Lucia 1-0 as well. They're ranked number 133 in the world. So, not the most feared opponent in world football. Good control, good touch there by Christina. The Jamaicans' lines of communication got mixed up on that occasion. Lauren Silva involved in that bit of play over there as well. And pretty young to international football. Their first international was in 2004, sent the Antigua team. And in that opening game, they beat Anguilla by 1-0. Here is Trudy Carter trying to plane Shaw. But Jamaica regains possession. Good move by Shaw. She'll have a go at it. Straight to goalkeeper Samuel. Jamaica in possession in the middle of the park. Just stroking the ball around. Good protection of the football there from Asher. Chenyu Asher. Now Lawrence Silva. Sweatman. A long pass over on the right side. She picks out Carter. Good step overs. Keeps her in the back of the net. Khadija Shaw. So Trudy Carter kept her balance. Having dished out one or two step overs. And they've got the celebration to match. The Jamaicans are overrunning Antigua Barbuda. And to say words like those after 9 minutes is to put into context the utter and complete dominance of the Jamaicans since the start of this game. And I bet you've not seen the last of the scoring. This is Trudy Carter. Here's it. 1, 2, 3 step overs. She was falling over, managed to keep her balance because she knew the importance of getting that crossover because the dangerous Shaw was waiting. And she didn't disappoint. A header in the 10th minute. Jamaica are up by 3-0. This is turning into a rout, and we have not yet played 10 minutes. Nothing from the Antiguans just yet to suggest that they're capable of stopping this Jamaican team. Just going forward there. It's a rare attack by the Antiguans. That occasion, it Jadine Brown, it appeared. Throw into the Antigans over on the far side. Welcome once again to Flow Sport 1 viewers. Jamaicans sharing the football. At times look a bit complacent. Here's Antigua. They've not looked bad when they're in possession of the football. This is Chinny Asher. Just trying to play a teammate on that occasion. Good player. Is this number 10, Jadine Brown. Jamaica takes back possession of the football. Midfield tussle here involving Asher. This is Judy Carter. Darting at the heart of the Antiguan defense. Midfield, that is. Now she split the defense. And an opportunity here for the Jamaicans. Denisha Blackwood struck her shot directly at goalkeeper Samuel. Brown. Pass misdirected, but still managing to keep it in touch. Silver. Christina, who scored the opening goal from the penalty spot. Overcooked. The pass was intended here for Trudy Carter. Let's look at this. Ball played in. And it was Denisha Blackwood who struck that shot with a bit of power, but it went directly to goalkeeper Samuel. Approaching 13 minutes. And the hosts are flying. Good turn here. Skillful looking. Chenyu Asher. She brought Silver Fern into the action. Now Swebe. Alison Swebe. Just nice sharing of the football here by Jamaica. This is Konya Plummer, the captain. Plummer. Ball flicked over. Goalkeeper advancing. And having to run back. Ball just trickling past the right upright. Almost a fourth for Jamaica. You now get the impression that every time the Jamaicans go forward, it's going to be dangerous for Antigua and Barbuda. That's Chinny Lou Asher. Saw Trinidad and Tobago and Cuba put on a performance in the opening game. And now we're seeing Jamaica, after just 13 approaching 14 minutes, having a 3-0 lead. And the signs are very, very, very ominous for Antigua and Barbuda, who have not yet registered a shot on target. This is Shaw picking out Asher. Asher, chance for a second goal for her. And again, she strikes it directly into the palm of goalkeeper Nikisha Samuel. Tackle there from Christina. Ariane White looking to get away there for Antigua and Barbuda. Here's Captain Konya Plummer. Sweatman. Silver. No, Shaw. A chance. And she misses. So as many as the Jamaicans are scoring, they're missing as many as well. Really should have buried that Khadijah Shaw. She got behind the Antiguan defense and really had the goalkeeper at her mercy and the goal gaping. And she did everything else but the correct thing. That really should have been Another register for the Jamaicans in the goal column. And just get the impression sometimes, and it's difficult to guard against being complacent when you have this kind of dominance over one team, and this early in the game with the players hardly breaking into a sweat. Here is Shaw, profiting from a poor clearance. Blackwood is also in there as well, looking to benefit from any mix-up in the defensive area. So, just past the quarter-hour mark, and Jamaica with a commanding, not only lead, but totally dominating this game. Chenilu Asher forcing that mistake from Antigua Barbuda. This is Shaw. Trying with a flick there. Didn't quite get through the Antigua defense. But they come again, the Jamaicans. This is Christina. Getting a return pass is Christina. Shaw has it. It's falling for Chantel Swaby. Alison Swaby. So the two Swabys on the Jamaican starting lineup. Alison and Chantel. Chantel in the 4, Alison in the 17. That's Denisha Blackwood. Really should have been on the score sheet already. Throw to the Antiguan Barbudans. Beckoning her players to go forward. Their shoulders have dropped already, the Antiguans. She doesn't inspire confidence. This is just Chenilu Asher. She has Trudy Carter in front of her. Carter trying to play the give and go with Shaw. She gets it back. Carter! And it hits the upright. Horrid clearance by the Antiguans. Goodness only knows how many goals Jamaica could have already scored. What we do know is that they've scored 3, but it really could have and should have been a lot more.
In here?
Here's Antigua Barbuda. First touch wasn't the greatest. Gave the Jamaican attacker Marlo Sweatman a look in. Here is Blackwood. Trying to weave her way past the opposition. Herself and Silver not on the same line. She was hoping that Silver would have made the run. Silver stood up. And the ball into touch for a throw to Antigua and Barbuda. Clearance by Brown. This is Alison Swaby. Back to her captain Plummer. Carter in her favorite position on the right, getting by 1, then 2. Shaw. The Jamaicans putting on a clinic here. The football has been brilliant to look at. Let's look at the very latest of the Jamaican attacks. Look at this left-footed effort here from Khadija Shaw. Sailing over the right, over the top. This is Captain Plummer. Good control. She's gone deep into the area. She picks out Shaw. Gets the ball back. The captain up. A very, very timely interception there from the Antiguan defense. Very, very good. Captain Plummer, there in the number 5, left her defensive position, found her way into the attack. She's gotten a corner for her team, and she's decided to stay. Corner to be struck from the near side, just below our commentary point. And Lawrence Silver has come across to do the honors. All the Antiguan players except for one are back in the area defending this corner. To be struck by Lawrence Silver from the near side. It's a low corner. And she's teeing this one up. Still Jamaica with a chance. Samuel, watch as it sailed over. The latest effort there from Marlo Sweatman. That's Nikisha Samuel. She's seen a lot of the football tonight. We've only played 20 minutes, mind you, but she's seen an entire game's football in just that 20 minutes. Marion White's pass not reaching its target. Turnover there from the Jamaican number 7, Chinilu Asher. Has a chance to redeem herself. This is Asher. The Jamaican goalkeeper has not seen this football in years. Here are the Jamaicans again. Good interception there. The intended target was Denisha Blackwood. Antigua unable to get 3-4 passes together. They're not allowed to do it. The Jamaicans are right on them immediately they get the ball. Overhit. Throw to Antigua. This must be pleasing to the eyes of the Jamaican coaching staff. It's a rare sight to see the national women's team play inside the national stadium in competition form. They're really putting on a show for the fans who have come out to support them. And they come again, the Jamaican team. This is Chinilu Asher. Captain Plummer. DJ. Julie Carter was the target. Captain Portia Davis trying to rally her troops. Throw to Jamaica. Captain Plummer having some cleaning up duties to do, and you bet she did it efficiently. That was just too much. There's Antigua Barbuda. Let's see what they'll make of this one. Asher gets a return pass. Sweatman, that is. Silver. Back to Swaby. Sweatman. Now Christina. To Plummer. Silver brought into the attack. Blackwood not quick enough to get there. It's a throw though. So the Antiguans did give you their match card for the group qualifiers, the first round group qualifiers. Jamaica sets off on another attacking move, led by Chinliu Asher. For a change, the goalkeeper has a touch of the football. Almost forgot her, Sydney Schneider. This is Lauren Silva. Goalkeeper Samuel. So the Jamaicans in their qualifiers, they thrashed Guadeloupe by 13 goals to 0. Then Martinique were spanked 3-0. And Haiti held the Jamaicans to a 2-2 draw. So of their 3 qualifiers, they managed to top the group, eliminating Haiti. The qualifiers were played in Haiti. So the Jamaicans pulled off a big thing over there in Port-au-Prince. They won, if my memory serves me correctly, on goal difference over Haiti. That final 2-2 draw would have done it for the Jamaicans, having scored 13 against Guadeloupe. Haiti didn't beat the other teams as handsomely as the Jamaicans did, and because of that they were not able to make it out of the group, with just the group winners advancing. Of course, Jamaica has a vibrant school club competition going on. Blackwood looks across. She saw Shaw and decided to instead go for the glory herself. Jamaica's first international game ever was in 1991. They lost that game 1-0 to Haiti. And since then, they've gone on to distinguish themselves. They tell you that they lost the Caribbean final to Trinidad and Tobago in 2014. And recently was in Colombia for the CSE games, where they didn't manage to get out of the group, having lost 2 games. And they beat, of all teams, the host country Colombia 2-1 in one of their group games. Wasn't enough though, because they lost games to Costa Rica and El Salvador. In fact, Venezuela was the team that they lost to. Here's Khadija Shaw, all alone in the area. Lays it across unselfishly to Blackwood, who should make it 4. And she does. Minute 27, Jamaica leading by 4-0. Easy does it for the Jamaican team. Shaw could have gone ahead and take it herself, but having got one already, she played in her strike partner, Denisha Blackwood, and it has put Jamaica 4-0 up after 27 minutes.
Denisha Blackwood. Jamaica 4, Antigua Barbuda 0.
Is this getting a task too big for Antigua and Barbuda, even at this stage? The goalkeeper advancing, Schneider punched the ball. So the first sign of any worry in the Jamaican 18-yard area. Schneider called upon to really get involved in a serious way for the first time, and it has taken 28 minutes for that to happen. Asher, Silver, Blackwood, turned expertly. Silver, wonderful pass. Samuel falls over on the football and protects it like a young one, as she gets to keep the Jamaican score at 4, because really it could have and should have been a lot more tonight. Shaw delicately trying to play in Trudy Carter. There is Ariane White, a lanky player for Antigua and Barbuda. It's difficult to make the numbers out on the shirts because the numbers are black. We could tell you that. This was Damali Simon Pote. Wicked through pass. Blackwood is in. Touch was just a bit too heavy. And Samuel just advancing. She was reading the play. It's important, even when you're not involved, you follow it, because just now Samuel saw that there was just a bit too much weight on that touch from Blackwood, and she took advantage. Here they come again, the Jamaicans. Sweatman in the middle of the park. Blackwood. Asher. Now Silva. Header away by Antigua. Cleared further upfield by the Vika title. Carter just teasing, tantalizing when she goes down the right. The dimension of attack has been switched from right It's now in the middle of the park, and it's with Sweatman. Sends a looping ball in the 18-yard area, aiming for Blackwood. Didn't get there, but this is Chinliu Asher having the ball cleared upfield by Antigua, and the throw ultimately to the Jamaica team. We're on the half-hour mark, and the Jamaicans are running roughshod over this Antiguan team, to be honest. This is Chinliu Asher. Now Khadija Shaw back to Asher. Asher looking for that defense splitting pass. Brilliant move there from Shaw! And again, she shot directly to the goalkeeper. It's just too easy for the Jamaicans at the moment. And for the first time, we're seeing goalkeeper Samuel kick the ball out herself. He normally calls on a teammate to get the ball away, get a bit of distance on it. Swaby to Fern to Silver. Blackwood with one move left the competition for dead. Asher probably would have had a follow-up shot. Should have left it for Trudy Carter, but that follow-up effort there coming from the number 9 Sweatman, Marlo Sweatman. Ended up with Sweatman again. Swaby, Chantel, Shaw, Khadija, Asher, Carter, Asher, Christina, now Silva. Silva with a rasping shot that sails over the bar. Of course, the Jamaicans have also qualified for the Gold Cup. They qualified for the Gold Cup in 2002 and failed to win a game. In fact, they were beaten in all their games, but they improved drastically 4 years later and finished fourth. There was a time when the program was disbanded, and it took an 8-year hiatus before they reconvened and got things going. And it was disbanded after the team failed to qualify for the Olympic Games, and the administrators revamped the program and brought it back. It's been running on all cylinders since. Yet to break the Concacaf barrier, that all-important barrier that takes you into the World Cup, because the Concacaf region is one of the powerhouses in global women's football. Mexico, Costa Rica, and of course the USA, who can forget them. World champions on at least 2 occasions before the USA, and producing some of the best footballers in the world. So it is a very tough confederation, the Concacaf, for women. So that the Jamaicans can't crack it is not necessarily an indication of their quality or lack thereof. It's just that it's very, very, very difficult. It's like qualifying in the CONMEBOL for men. Very, very competitive and difficult to crack. It's rare when one of the not so traditional teams break into that top 4 over there in CONMEBOL. So we've played 35 minutes, and the Jamaicans, even with a 4-0 lead, have been wasteful. I'd like to say welcome once again to our viewers on Flow Sport 1. Wherever you are in the Caribbean, taking our pictures and commentary, we welcome you. Thanks for your company. Low grounder. Not so sure if Marlo Sweatman had a shot or a pass in mind. It's somewhere in between there. Could have been a pass gone bad, or maybe it was a shot gone bad. Whichever caused no harm to the Antigua Barbuda team in red and black. Free kick won by Antigua and Barbuda. Brown is a captain, Portia Davis. Pass cut out there by Lawrence Silva. This is Asher. Through the Carter. Chance to lob the goalkeeper. Decided against it. Corner. So the Jamaicans. Carter really should have gone for the lob. It was there for her to do. She decided instead to plane or to replay the compliment to Khadija Shaw, who put one on a plate for her a few minutes earlier to score Jamaica's fourth. And maybe she wanted to return the favor. Really should have gone for the lob. A short corner for Jamaica. Silvers. The goalkeeper thought it had gone. Khadija Shaw kept it in. He was stretching for all she's worth and ended up flicking the ball into the bosom of goalkeeper Samuel. Another interception by Jamaica, but Antigua keeps possession. Here are the Jamaicans again in the middle of the park. They've been dominating not just the middle of the park, they've been dominating every single area and aspect of this game. This is Julie Carter, who scored Jamaica's third goal. Or was it the second? She scored as well, Blackwood. She scored the fourth one, I'm sure. She had the ball taken off her. But Sweatman comes to repair the damage. Asher, will she go for a shot? Shinyulu. Asher. Decent football team. Is this the Jamaicans? So you're watching live Concacaf Caribbean Women's qualifying football action from the National Stadium here in Kingston, Jamaica. Chantel Swilly. Pass cut out there by Damali. Ponte still with the ball. The intended target there was Ariane White, but she just could not match the foot speed of the Jamaican number 4 Chantel Swaby. They've got a throw for the Troubles, Antigua and Barbuda. Taken by Jadine Brown. Asher bags it for Jamaica. Blackwood deep for it. She wants to send Khadija Shaw going, but Shaw pulled out of the run, maybe a step or two into it, having seen the weight that was on it. He's up. So the half is running by very quickly. Plummer, captain. So the Jamaican defense has been largely untroubled in this game. Throw it to the Jamaicans. Desperate to attempt to get the ball away, almost giving up a corner. It's a throw near the corner flag. And Shindil Asher with the throw. She brought Silver in. She gets the return pass. The line was very close, I thought. And the assistant referee confirmed it. So free kick to Antigua Barbuda. Now inside the final 5 minutes of the first half. Shaw, very sturdy, very difficult to get off the football. This is Judy Carter, kicked over in front of referee Skeet. It's largely a clean game. Both teams maintaining the discipline. And not forcing themselves into rash tackles and so on. Quick word or two there with the offender. Nothing serious, I would not think. Anyway, this is Silver. To Swaby. Long looping ball looking for Trudy Carter. Carter, she had it in her to go for a shot one time, but she's a bit of a show woman, you know. She wanted to turn on the style. It's a comfortable lead for Jamaica, but you want to make sure that you put away your opportunities irrespective of the kind of lead that you have. Becomes a habit. Jadine Brown. Blackwood coming from behind the Antiguan to keep that one in touch, keep that one in play. Antiguan player down injured. Hope it's not too bad an injury. She's holding on to her face. It's an opportunity for the players on both teams to refresh themselves. All the Jamaicans have gone across to their bench, and all members of the coaching staff are up and giving instructions to the players, while the Antiguan injured player is being attended to, given medical attention on the pitch. It's Lakeisha Samuel, who's a player down and injured. Good old magic spray has been applied to the back of the head of the goalkeeper Samuel. In the meantime, the other Samuel, Lakeisha, has been taken off and hopefully will return before the break, not too far away from it. So one of those lengthy unscheduled breaks that the players sometimes yearn for because of the frenetic pace that they've been going at. Ball given back to the Jamaicans since they were the last in possession at the stoppage. Chantal Swaby. Swaby. Sweatman. Shaw. Sweatman. Through into Jamaica. In the 45th minute, there was a lengthy stoppage, lengthy in the context of the game itself. So maybe 2 minutes of added time. Can't see more than that. Silver. Running.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official on the
So in fact,
was indicated. minimum of 1 minute to be added to the first half.
Assistant referee, the fourth official actually, has indicated 1 minute of added time, and we're in that minute of added time. So it's a minute less than I thought they would have added. So Jamaicans comfortably ahead by 4 goals to 0. And they hit the board from as early as minute 3. The penalty from Christina. Then 4 minutes later, it was Trudy Carter. 3 minutes later, it was Khadija Shaw. And then 17 minutes later, it was Denisha Blackwood. So we're caving in on the break. Here's Blackwood looking to increase that lead before the break, and Khadija Shaw trying to get onto that one, just missing by inches. And that should be the last bit of play for this, the first 45 minutes of this game between Jamaica and Antigua and Barbuda. And they continue to play. Now Antigua gets the ball away, and the referee says the end of the first 45 minutes, that was utterly dominated by the Jamaicans. Really ran roughshod over this Antigua team in the first 45 minutes. And they're good value for a 4-0 lead that really could have counted as 7 and 8 and maybe even more. They were as wasteful as they were scoring. So at the end of the first 45 minutes, it's Jamaica leading by 4 goals to 0. There you see it at the foot of the screen. And still have another 45 minutes to go. And we'll see what the Jamaicans have in store for us. Will they pile on the goals, or will Antigua and Barbuda, having had a chat in the first 45 minutes at the break, will come out looking a different team, a rejuvenated bunch, and ready to take on the task of, pulling down this 4-0 lead by the Jamaicans. All of that to come in the second half. We'll be back. Welcome back to the National Stadium here in Kingston, Jamaica. We're waiting for the second half of the second game on day one of the Concacaf Caribbean Women's Football Qualifiers. Jamaica leading Antigua and Barbuda by 4-0. The Jamaicans opened their account as early as minute number 3. Goal came from Christina from the spot. Then 4 minutes later, Trudy Carter doubled the lead. 3 minutes later, it was the turn of Khadija Shaw, the star striker, to put Jamaica 3-0 up. Then 17 minutes later, Denisha Blackwood was on target for Jamaica. They lead by 4-0, but it really could have and should have been a whole lot more. The Jamaicans were as wasteful as they were scoring, and the second half would be very, very interesting to see how they approach it. The Antiguans, on the other hand, have really, really not put up a challenge. They're yet to register a shot and goal, if truth be told. Offered very, very little. Not able to get behind the sturdy and well-organized, robust Jamaican defense. And let's see what they come out with in the second half, having had a chat about it in the break. They're looking there at pictures of the Jamaicans out and ready to go again. The Antiguans just making their way out of their dressing room. And not sure you're hearing in our sound effect microphone the agent Sasko, a local artist, with a song entitled Winning Right Now, which is a theme song for a lot of sporting teams in the country and, by extension, in the Caribbean. One of those motivational numbers, and he does it very, very well. He's been playing since a break, and just stopped playing now that the game is about to resume. And right away, the Antiguans will be making a substitution. And just looking down, just below our commentary point, on number 7, Kanika Buckley coming on. And I suppose a substitution was made from in the dressing room. So we'll have to go by process of elimination to see who was the person sacrificed. In fact, it was the number 4 player, Ariane White. Ariane White, the surprise, because Ariane White saw whatever bit of the football Antigua saw in the first half. She was at the heart of most of what was good about whatever they offered in that first half. But Khadija Shaw standing over the ball and ready to get us going in this second 45 minutes. Referee Skeet just making sure all are singing from the same hymn sheet. She looked left, right, and across to make sure that everybody's ready. Because she is. She says, let's go. Khadija obliges. So the Jamaicans in possession inside their own half. And you've not yet seen the last of the scoring, I reckon. And I'll probably take fans happy to see the national senior women's team in action locally. It's a rare sight inside the stadium in real competition. The Antiguans getting away in the 18-yard area. Will they register their first shot on goal? Got in the corner for their troubles. Good start. And no surprise that the attack was led there by Jadine Brown. Corner in the first minute of the second half. So the 2 posts protected, and goalkeeper Schneider advancing and just sticking out the right hand. A follow-up shot coming in, and the second corner. So they say it never rains, but it pours. So the Antiguans, who hardly got a shot in goal in the first half, suddenly have successive corners in the space of seconds. Still to be struck from the near side. Not committed a lot. And, a chance! Skims the frame of the goal. It's behind. And what's the verdict? Another corner. So 3 corners in the space of a minute and a few seconds. But that one, well done, Antigua. They skimmed the frame of the goal with that header. They're getting close. They already look a different bunch. Let's see what this one will be like. It's taken short. They've gone a different route. Still with possession. And disappointing from Brown. The Jamaicans must be wondering what had happened inside that dressing room of the Antiguans. What on earth did Coach Vincent Samuel say to them? So here are the Jamaicans once more. Captain Conde Plummer was supreme in the first half. In fairness, she was along with Swaby and the rest of the defensive unit, pretty much untroubled. On one occasion in which Slider had to call in her resources to stop one of the very rare moves from the Antigans. But that aside, there was a great deal to write him about as the Antigans, as far as the Antigans are concerned. But they're looking a really different bunch this time, though. Turn. There, Lauren Silva takes almost every one of the Jamaicans' corners. This is Connie Plummer, captain. Streams forward. Turns the ball back to Swaby. Still Plummer. Out of Sweatman with the ball over the Antigua defense. Blackwood. This is Shaw. Still Shaw. Almost passing it in the back of the net. Couldn't be easier. The Jamaicans are leading by 5 goals to 0. Barely 4 minutes gone in the second half. And their talismanic striker, Khadija Shaw, as easy as you can get it. Put Jamaica 5-0 up. Goal arrived on minute number 49. She just easily moved past Nicola Stewart in defense for Antigua and just placed it to the far right-hand corner of Samuel in goal for Antigua and Barbuda. And it's now really out of their control in terms of doing anything about this scoreline. At least there's nothing they've done to suggest that. An Antiguan player down, writhing in pain. And the referee quickly on scene of the crime has summoned the medical personnel onto the field. They have a long run to make. They were almost next door. They were in the neighborhood, and when they were called, they reacted very quickly. And these are breaks you don't bargain for. And one of the things that we've noticed is at each of these breaks, the entire Jamaica team get together for a chat. So, I'm not so sure if it is an edict from the management team. Let's chat about it every time we get to do it. Let's do it. Because there are different things that we see from time to time in the game. Maybe that is it. I'm not sure. But I noticed they've come together and talk about it as a team during these quote-unquote lengthy breaks. In the meantime, the Antiguan player requires a stretcher for her removal from the playing area. So despite the fact that the Antigans have looked much better than they did in the first half, it's not helping because they continue to leak goals. So welcome to our viewers on Flow Sport 1. And we're yet to tell you who the player is. And careful operation being undertaken here. And she'll be taken away for treatment. Let's hope she is not too badly hurt and will be able to, if not tonight, for the following games, get back onto the field of play. This is Silver. Sweatman. Still Sweatman. Has Silver ahead of her.
Yeah.
Blackwood was also lurking. Silver with the cross. And Asher presented an opportunity. But she was coming in at lightning speed. And the ball hit her instead of the other way around. And hence the opportunity lost. But they've got a corner. Sweatman at the corner. The heads go up. Khadija Shaw closest to it. And the goal kick to the Antigua and Barbuda team. So what I can tell you is that the injured Antigua and Barbuda player will take no further part in the game. She's taken her position on the bench in the dugout, and the substitution will be made shortly. In the meantime, this is Trudy Carter, just skipping past her opponent. Cross is good, the header is good, and Jamaica is 6 goals to the good. Khadija Shaw getting her hat-trick tonight. Arrives on minute number 53. Good work there by Trudy Carter down the right channel. And Shaw was left totally unmarked and firmly headed the ball in the back of the net on minute number 54. Jamaica leading this contest by 6 goals to 0. And the substitution will now be made for Antigua and Barbuda. And Kitania Hughes will be coming on, and she replaces the Vika title.
Kitania Hughes coming in, replacing number 5, Devika Tittle.
So Devika Tittle is the player who is substituted. Let's hope that Tittle will be able to continue her participation in this championships. In the meantime, the Jamaicans come forward once more. Asher passing the ball off to number 6, Christina.
Substitution like coming up.
A mighty long time since Christina scored that opening goal for Jamaica. Going on to add another 5. Here's Blackwood, one of the goal scorers. Playing it off to Silver. Ball was always getting away from the diminutive, stockily built Silver. The little live wire. She's up and down the left channel. So a hat-trick for Khadija Shaw. So the second hat-trick on the day. Kayla Taylor did it for Trinidad and Tobago in the earlier game, beating Cuba by 3 goals to 2. Shaw. Asher. Ball just going across the face of the goal. Giving chase is Ariane Brown. And Trudy Carter. Carter gets a corner for Jamaica. Small in stature, but big in heart. And inevitably, Silver has gone across to take the corner for Jamaica. They're leading by 6. Silver. Flick on header there from Swaby. Silver. Sweatman. So the Jamaicans led 4-0 at the break. Now they're leading by 6 goals to 0. And there's trouble for Antigua again because Karen Warner is down. Referee Skeet giving her all the time to recover on her own. And she's back on her feet. Blackwood giving chase. She too has run miles tonight and continues to do so. Silver, no different. Asher turns expertly, has a chance for a shot. Carter keeps it in play. Asher is on the edge of the box. Corner to Jamaica. So the Bennett girls are under the cotch, as they would say in local parlance. Simply means under pressure. Silver with the corner, the latest for Jamaica. And the ball just rolls off Carter's right foot. Shaw to Blackwood to Captain Plummer. Swaby to Sweatman. Blackwood. Nice give and go there between Blackwood and Sweatman. Now Blackwood needs a good cross. The Antigans have done well to keep that out. Here they are. Can go off on a counter-attacking move. This is led, of course, by Damali Point. Still Ponte. Simon Ponte. To give her a full name. But robbed there by Trudy Carter, who sets off on another darting run. She was looking for Khadija Shaw. Jamaicans will be making a substitution, bringing on Cheyenne Dennis. They're very comfortably ahead, so they're ringing the changes to Cheyenne Dennis, and off comes the hat-trick scorer, Khadija Shaw.
Substitution in minute 60, leaving the game, number 11, Khadija Shaw of Jamaica, being replaced by Cheyenne Dennis, number 3, Jamaica.
So the substitution made on the hour mark. So Cheyenne Dennis is on, Khadija Shaw off for Jamaica.
Khadija Shaw, Jamaica.
We'll be back here on Monday for another 2 games. It's one-way traffic. The Antigans threatened early in the first half, in the second half, and you got the impression they were ready to put up a fight. But that was put out very, very quickly by 2 quick Jamaican goals. And now they'll have to regroup and try to do it again. Forget the scoreline. They've not had a shot on goal. And this is Carter and the substitute Dennis. The final shot. Free kick by the Antigans, or for the Antigans. Remind you that the top 3 teams in this 5-team playoff will advance to the Concacaf Final Round World Cup Qualifiers in the US October 4 to 17. So each team will play the other once. It's a round-robin format. And then next Sunday, or perhaps even before, we'll know which 3 teams will advance to the United States for a chance to battle for a spot in the World Cup Finals in France next year. It's almost like a training routine for the And in competitions like these, you're going to have performances like these. You're going to have games like these where the utter and complete dominance of one team become almost like a training routine, training session. And trying to skip out of that one was the Mali Simon Ponte. So sure you can find a standout player for Antigua on this kind of performance, but if you're going to find one, Ponte is a candidate. So too is Jadine Brown. But this one, Silver, is definitely one of the candidates for Jamaica. Headed by Dennis, under a bit of pressure there while trying to head the ball by Brianna Humphreys. So Dennis recently introduced to the park, and she's right up there. So she was out there playing from the start. Pace of the game right up there with it as well. Okay. Here's the Captain Plummer. Nice looping ball over the left channel. Picks out Blackwood. Blackwood. This is Sweatman. Another throw into Jamaica. 64, approaching 65 minutes in this game. And another substitution will be made by Jamaica. We'll be inserting number 8, Ashley Sim. And off goes the outstanding Trudy Carter.
Substitution for Jamaica.
Of Jamaica's second goal, number 7.
In the game, number 18, Trudy Carter. Replaced here by number 8, Ashley Shim.
So Ashley
Shim, number 8, comes in for Jamaica at minute number 55, replacing number 18, Trudy Carter.
Who had the Antiguan defenders running all night. The pace. The pace was taken off that shot. Christina, who scored the opening goal. And she's again at the ball. She allows Blackwood to make that cross that should lead to Jamaica getting a 7th goal. And it's been very, very, very easy tonight for the Jamaicans. And guess what? What a substitution. What a substitution. Ashley Sim. Barely a minute onto the park. And this was Blackwood. Denisha Blackwood at the cross. Left-footed cross. And Sim, whose first touch, very, very first touch since going onto the field, led to a goal. So Jamaica up now by 7 goals to 0.
Jamaica 7, Antigua Barbuda 0.
Of those 7 goals, it's a hat-trick for Khadija Shaw. And it's now, well, I'm not so sure if it's now, but for a while it has been a question of how many goals will Antigua concede. And it's no disrespect. You just have to call it the way we're seeing the game play out. And maybe after the 4th goal, you started to wonder, this could be a big one. And it is a big one so far, and still with close to half an hour to go in the game. Turn here by Asher. Silver. This combination of Silver and Blackwood has done brilliantly tonight for Jamaica. By and large, it's been a clean game. No yellow card. But I can tell you that Khadija Proctor walked very, very close to that yellow card line just now. Have a look at it again. This is Blackwood just skipping away. And the Proctor was both late and very aggressive. Referee decided not to go for the yellow card. Trying to keep her slate clean. But I can tell you, a repeat of a tackle like that from Proctor would definitely have her name taken in that little pocketbook of the referee. In the meantime, Silver with a free kick for Jamaica on the near side. Blackwood was heading towards goal. Chance here for Dennis. Dennis in a tussle and a chance for 8. And number 9 scores number 8 for Jamaica. Marlo Sweatman on minute 68. Jamaica leading by 8 goals to 0. The latest goal scorer, Marlo Sweatman, and the goal came on minute number 68. It's Dennis who was fighting for it, and it fell favorably for Marlo, and she kicked the ball into the back of the net, couldn't miss.
Number 9, Marlo Sweatman in minute number 68. 68-minute goal by number 9, Marlo Sweatman.
The Antiguans must find the motivation to try and keep this score down. Forget about winning the game or even drawing it, but to try to keep the score down for as low as possible, because the Jamaicans seem, having scored 8 and clearly will go on to win this game, seem hell-bent on putting up a big number here tonight. And who knows, it might just come down to that. Goal difference could very well figure somewhere in there, you never know. Trinidad and Tobago played Cuba tonight, so it was a case of 2 of the stronger teams meeting each other. So all of that must be taken into consideration. And guess what? The 2 threes clash. And so the number 3 from Jamaica, Dennis, had her short tugged by Nicola Stewart, the number 3 from Antigua and Barbuda. And so it caught the attention of the referee, who was gone over to have a chat with her. Another free kick, and Silva takes almost every single one of the Jamaican spot kicks, except for the penalty that Christina scored on minute 3. Let's see what the item from Silva is like. Still bubbling around that area, partially cleared. And this is Shim, one of the Jamaican goal scorers. Actually, she scored the 7th goal with her first touch, barely a minute after coming on as a second half substitute. So the Jamaicans just biding their time, just playing the ball around, no fuss, no rush, just trying to do the simple things right. Sharing of the football has been good. There's hardly a foot wrong by any of the players. That was overcooked by the captain. Commentators curse, as they call it. The plumber in the Antigua and Barbuda goal. She's really seen the ball for 3 football matches in 70 minutes of football. The number of times she's seen this football. We've taken a number of goalkeepers, maybe 3 games to see that. Largely in her area. It's another Jamaican top performer tonight, Alison Swaby. She's been very, very sturdy tonight. Is it a throw to Jamaica or is it to Antigua? Antigua gets a throw. Marla Sweatman going into that tackle, almost pulling out at last minute.
Of defense.
So Jamaica will go top of the table tonight on goal difference over Trinidad and Tobago. So a healthy goal difference as well. It'll be a +7 as it now stands, providing they don't add any more goals tonight. And it's not something you're going to bet on.
Yeah, go around,
But without question, they'll go top of the league tonight. And so the 2 big guns in Caribbean football, generally, female or male, will make winning starts to their campaign. The prize, 1 of 3 tickets to Texas, October 4 to 17, to match up with the big guns, Mexico, Canada, Costa Rica, the USA. 3 will go automatically, and the 4th will battle, I think, with Argentina for that 4th spot. So just like it is with the men, it's 3.5 spots. So 3 automatic, the half spot against the South American qualifier for the playoff, which at the moment I understand it's Argentina. Let's not look so far though. That was just for information purposes. What's in front of us is the journey to get there. Silva. Sweatman. Ah! And even the Antiguans are contributing to their own downfall. It's an own goal. Jamaica leading by 9 goals to 0. 73, approaching 74 minutes gone in the game. And she must be crestfallen. The number 14, Khadija Proctor, sent her goalkeeper the wrong way. It was a shot from Marlo Sweatman, which took a deflection. She was trying to get the ball away. And goalkeeper Samuels was going one way, the football the next.
Own goal scored there by Antigua, 74th minute.
The final substitution for Jamaica. Marlo Sweatman been taken off, and on goes Jadine Matthews.
Substitution
Getting
in the 75th minute
congratulatory
for Jamaica.
handshakes from the Jamaican
Number
coaching
9
staff,
leading the
Mentis,
game.
and of course
Marlo
Lauren Donaldson
Sweatman.
down there.
And coming
And Jim
in,
Price pretty much a part of
number
that
15,
coaching
Jaden
setup as
Matthews.
well.
Number 15, Jaden Matthews in for Jamaica. Minute number 75.
So an own goal from Khadija Proctor has Jamaica leading by 9 goals to 0. We still have got 16 or so minutes to go in the game. It's Captain Plummer. Too good. Shim. Sees a pass from Christina. Free kick won here by Antigua Barbuda. Winners of their group. Tonight though, absolutely no match for the Jamaicans. They didn't even come close, and they'll make their final substitution now. They'll bring on Janique Lewis, and off will go Nicola Stewart. So their final substitution, Antigua and Barbuda. So a chance here for Janique Lewis to see how, not the scoreline, but how could
Substitution,
she
minute number 76, Antigua and
assist in
Barbuda.
getting even a
Janique
consolation for the
Lewis, number
Antigua and
13,
Barbuda team.
coming in, replacing number 3, Nicola Stewart.
Well done.
Silver charging down the left. She has Blackwood for assistance. Her attempted cross was charged down, and the Jamaicans have won themselves another corner. We've lost count. You'll see that come up in the statistics at the end of the game, but for sure they're well into double figures. Blackwood.
I didn't know where to go.
Shim. Looping ball. It comes right back to J.D. Matthews. Just came onto the field. Swaby. Mrs. Plummer, Jamaican captain, surveying her options, looking for teammates who are in open position, and the ball comes right back to her. Sharing of the football by the Jamaicans. This is Asher. For that, Silver. And now Alison Swaby. almost walking pace the Jamaicans have brought the game down to. What else can they do? Blackwood, one of the Jamaican goal scorers. Still Blackwood. That bit of fancy play brought a bit of applause from the fans who are out to support the Jamaican girls and to generally watch the tournament. Full time can't come quickly enough for the Antiguans, I would like to think. Want to get the next game underway. Forget this one. Got to do that. It's a short tournament. Quick turnaround. And they'll be back in action very shortly again. So get it out of your system and move on. Gonna have nights like these. I suppose the coaching staff will have a tough job getting the girls up for their next game. Play out the remaining 12 minutes of this one. Just not able to put passes together, not able to really put up a challenge. I was going to say a strong challenge, but a challenge of any kind. And the Jamaica team, a well-oiled machine. Asher, and this is Addison Swaby. Good body structure, the Jamaicans. Goes along with their footballing ability very well. Good combination. This is Asher, middle of the park. And the Shim. They handle and protect the football very well when they're in possession, the Jamaicans. Silver. There's no way she was going to get to that. Ball almost landed into touch. And I say good evening to a local football stalwart, Jimmy Chin, down there in Mid-Pen. Clearly impressed with Ashley Shim. And, she's come onto the field and has already put her name on the score sheet. It is Dennis. Good cross. And Shim, right on cue, just as we were talking about her. Just missing that header. Too much height on that one. And we're into now the final 10 minutes of the game. Yes, you're seeing correctly. Jamaicans with an average of more than a goal every 10 minutes. Matthews. Dennis skips away from one. Asher trying to pick out Dennis with a return pass. But there was a black and red shirt in the way. They start over, the Jamaicans. Ashley, well, Addison Swaby leading this latest attack. Blackwood skips inside. Dennis kicked over in the area. No penalty, says referee. Referee's kicked. Never too far away from the action. Just like the lady on the ball, Ashley. Asher, I should say. Ah! That looked goal bound. Well done, Samuel. Well done, Samuel. We're looking at that bit of play. The Jamaicans, I'm sure, would have even thought about asking for a penalty. Mind you, they didn't. But it must have come across their minds. Looks as if contact was made. Well, contact was made, but was it enough to induce a penalty? Was the referee's consideration. And in the end, she said no.
You got me.
Christina. So number 6. Chantel Swaby. Now to Addison Swaby. Now to Silva. Silva darts forward. The Tigans must get this one away if they can. Dennis! There's no respite for the Antigua and Barbuda defense. Trudy Carter, Khadija Shaw off. But Dennis and Shimon, cool. Kept up the pressure. Another Antiguan player, Karen Warner. She went down earlier. Appeared to have been suffering from cramps. Look at this latest effort from Dennis. It's a hit on Karen Warner. We saw this from her earlier in the piece. Wasn't seriously injured, but gave the impression that she was. This is Asher. Good move. Wonderful feat there by Asher. And she stuck with the play, got the return pass. Wasn't able to change her body, the shape of her body in time to keep control of that one. A good move nonetheless. This is Blackwood. Charging down the left channel. Picks out Dennis. Dennis trying to tee it up there for Christina. Captain Plummer comes across. Spread eagle, arm spread eagle, saying, "My ball." Pulling rank? No, she wasn't. It was just the sensible play to make. This is Christina. Chantel Swaby. Looping ball in the air to Blackwood. Going for the fancy. Wanting to score in color when black and white would have done. Let's have a look at it again. A nice ball into the area. And Blackwood. Could she have brought it down and had enough time to place it into one corner of the goal? Maybe. But then when you're leading by 9 goals to 0, you take the opportunity to bring off all the fancy plays that you don't when you have sterner competition, don't you? Here's Matthews. This is Asher. Dennis. Blackwood. There she is again. Will she tee it up for someone? Dennis kicked over. Regains her footing. A chance for Jamaica to make it 10. And the ball just bubbles off the frame of the goal and drops almost on the line. Samuels drops on it. This is Blackwood again in the action. Chantel Swaby. This is Matthews, a second half substitute. So the Jamaicans are just basically walking the ball. No fuss. Why should they? Blackwood. Looking to make it 10. Will she go for the shot? No. She's teed up for Christina. Christina dips one way. Will she go for the shot? No. Blackwood, the Jamaicans just trying to walk this one in. Is that what they're trying to do? Asher kicked down on the edge of, in fact, inside the box. No problem, says referee Ski. This is Silva with a long range effort. This trickles to goalkeeper Samuel. Throw into Antigua and Barbuda. Look at the foot of your screen. You see the Jamaican coaching, member of the Jamaican coaching staff, Hugh Menzies. Andrew Price, Lauren Donaldson, the trio, tasked with the responsibility of getting this Jamaican team to the USA in October. Chantel Swaby has had a top game tonight. Here she is getting the return pass, losing possession. Shim. Good fighting from Shim. And that's encouraging from the Jamaican team, leading by 9-0, but battling hard for every single ball. Just about 2.5 minutes to go in the game. They had this game won from the halftime break, but they fight for every single ball, which is a good sign of a team that is in a no-nonsense mood and unwilling to settle for mediocrity. Here they come again. This is Shim, scorer of Jamaica's 7th goal. Fisher, Silva, Christina, Dennis. Ball bubbles on her. The Antiguans were appealing for a handball. The referee agrees with them. So we're into the last 2 minutes of normal time. This is a striker Shaw. Blackwood all the way back in defense. Matthews shielding and protecting the football. Blackwood extremely fit. She's been up and down this channel since the start of the game and shown no signs of slowing down. Christina. Chantel Swaby trying to use her pace to good effect. Didn't get much further than maybe a meter or two, but she's won a throw for Jamaica. And we're into minute number 90. Shim. Corner for Jamaica. And the specialist has gone across to take it. Lawrence Silva to Shim. Back to Silva. Chantel Swibby joins the action. And a chance here for Dennis. She was trying to put it on a plate there for Alison Swavey. She gets a corner for her effort. 3 minutes of added time will be played, so we're into the first of those 3 added minutes. And Silva has run from one corner flag to the next to do the same job, and eventually a goal kick to the Antigua Barbuda team. So 3 minutes of added time, and the Antiguans will be out of their misery. I'm sure they would want to forget this one as quickly as they possibly can and get ready for the next game. Still many more points to play for. This is just 3 out of a possible 15 that any one of these teams in this competition can get. So there's still 12 more points to play for. If you look at it that way, then I suppose you can take the positives. They were just beaten by a much, much better Jamaica team tonight. And it happens in football. So we're into the second of the 3 added minutes. And Shim is going to cross for a throw to the Jamaica team.
Following this game in the VIP room.
Asher, Shim, offside. Still a little rice smile on her face. She knew she had strayed. She just couldn't get back. And when the ball was passed by Asher to her, there's nothing she could do. Even till the end of the game, the Jamaicans are dominant. This is Matthews, has the freedom of the National Stadium. And Christina joins the fray and brings Blackwood into the action. Dennis brings Silver in. Who will Silver bring in? Well, she was trying to bring Dennis in. The Antiguans cut that latest Jamaican foray into their 18-yard area out. Free kick to Antigua. So the remaining seconds of this game being played out. The Jamaicans with a healthy advantage, and that is impressive a victory as you will get. So from the qualifiers, Jamaica scored 17 goals and conceded 2. So add 9 to that 17, 9 unanswered. So you get 26 goals for in the qualifiers and a concession of just 2. Pretty impressive. Let's goalkeeper Schneider don't think she'll have a problem with not seeing the football. You hardly saw it. Good turn there by Dennis. Racing away from the Antigua defense. Will this end in a 10-0? No, she was pushed. Well, she fell over. And we've come to the last of those 3 added minutes. Samuel kicks the ball upfield, and the referee says the end of this game, Jamaica winning by 9-0. Hat-trick from Khadija Shaw. And of course, the other goal scorers, Christina, Judy Carter, Ashley Ship, Sweatman, Marlo Sweatman, and an own goal. Blackwood is also on the score sheet as well. And those were the ones who put together and combined to give Jamaica this very impressive victory in front of their home crowd here in Kingston, Jamaica. The Antiguans, no match for the Jamaicans, and a very, very, very impressive victory by Humans' girls. Going onto the pitch to congratulate them. Wonderful victory by Jamaica. Good start. They're at the top of the table. We'll be back here on Monday for another set of games. 5 match days. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Earlier we saw Trinidad and Tobago beating Cuba by 3-2. It wasn't a bad game, you know. And those 2 teams are going to be a lot more difficult for the Jamaicans. I'm sure they know that. But you've just got to beat who is in front of you. And tonight they made very, very light work of an Antigua Barbuda team that doesn't match up to the Jamaicans at this time. So they're coming across to say thank you to the fans who have come out to support them, while the Antigua Barbuda team commiserate. So that pretty much does it for our coverage on day 1 of the Concacaf Caribbean Women's Qualifiers here at the National Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. We're going to be back with you on Monday for 2 more games. So until then, thanks for watching.